Welcome to Life with David. I'm David, and about a year ago I posted a video describing how I fixed the lift cylinder in my office chair. I also sprinkled in a little theory. Well, it got a lot of views and comments. Some of the comments were about the difficulty a few people had performing the repairs in the video. As a result, I discovered an even easier way to fix these chairs, sometimes not even needing any tools. So why don't you join me as we go over a simpler way to fix the lift cylinders on office and gaming chairs. I'd like to spend a moment on safety. There's nothing more important than keeping you and your loved ones safe. Be sure to read, understand, and follow the safety rules for your tools. Using your tools properly will greatly reduce the risk of personal injury. And always use the appropriate eye, hearing, and respiratory personal protective equipment. Today, we're handling bulky items. Make sure you position yourself to avoid falling. If it's too difficult to manage alone, get someone to help you. There's also danger from pinching. Be careful when operating the cylinder so you don't get caught in the mechanism. Don't damage the lift cylinder. A rapid pressure release could hurt you. If you're following along, you're doing so at your own risk. And if you don't feel comfortable doing any of these activities, then don't. Now, let's get started. In my previous video, I described how the lift cylinder of an office chair works and how to restore its functionality. Rejuvenation involved removing the cylinder and using hydraulic jack oil to add some lubrication. Please click on the upper right corner to link to my previous video. Lift cylinders have a little lubrication inside the cylinder. If the cylinder still has pressure, the lubricant is probably still there. However, over time, the lubricant may settle to the bottom of the cylinder. It also may have been wiped off the inner cylinder, causing a slight leak between the piston and the inner cylinder. Over the past year, I found that flipping the cylinder upside down often restores the operability of the cylinder. I theorize that this is because the lubricant that is settled to the bottom of the cylinder is redistributed when the cylinder is inverted. So I have a 3-step progressive process to try to restore functionality to the lift cylinder. The first step involves moving the chair to the lowest position. Then promptly flip the chair upside down and prop it against the wall, leaving it there overnight. The next morning, before you turn the chair right side up, use the lever to extend the cylinder. This will help redistribute the lubricant. Then flip the chair right side up and there's a good chance that the problem will be solved. If that didn't quite do the job, compress the cylinder again and prop it against the wall overnight, just like before. However, before you flip it upright, cycle the wheels up and down 1 or more times. This is a little awkward. You might need another person to help. Then leave it upside down for a few more hours before you extend the cylinder and flip it right side up. This will work a little more lubricant into the cylinder. If that still doesn't completely solve the problem, then you might need to rotate the piston in the cylinder. Compress the chair and flip it upside down as before. Then, before you extend the cylinder, grab the support rod with a pair of pliers and twist it 90 to 180 degrees. You might have to remove the retaining clip at the bottom to get enough shaft to grab. However, you shouldn't need to remove the wheels. Whatever you do, don't grab onto the support rod where it goes through the seal. That could damage the finish of the shaft and cause the cylinder to fail. Replace the clip if needed, extend the cylinder, and flip the chair right side up. Hopefully these easy fixes should get your chair working again. Thanks for joining me today. We used a simpler repair method to restore functionality to the lift cylinder of an office or gaming chair. Hopefully this will work for you also. If you like this video, or you think someone else might, please give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. The more likes this video has, the more YouTube will recommend it to others. Also, please leave a comment or suggestion for things to do. I hope to do more of these videos, so please subscribe and click on the bell for notifications of new videos. Let's get together next time for another day in Life with David. See you soon!